Welcome back to another episode of The Double Take, brought to you by One Oklahoma, fan-fueled and athlete-focused. I'm Rodney Anderson. With me, as always, a true OU.
Listen, when you're 6-1 playing against them fools, no matter what happened this last weekend, dog, you still get the horns down. Y'all still suck. You know what I'm saying?
True to the crimson and cream, through and through.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Not new
I'm
to
with
it.
you. Yeah.
I got better records than some of the coaches.
Man, obviously we've got to talk about it. An L that we just took to the ugly burnt orange down south.
Ugly. I'm just happy you pointed that out.
I did that for you. I knew that if I didn't throw that in there, then you would have.
It would have came out eventually. Yeah.
It's tough. Like we take an L to
frustrated.
it's like the worst team to take an L to.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much. I don't know. What do you think? Like,
There's a lot of opportunity to win.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I think there was definitely a lot of opportunity. But where do you think about, like, I guess give me your, let's talk about the game. Like, let's just go through it.
I mean,
what are some things that stood out to you?
I mean, there's mistakes on both sides of the ball. And Coach Venables comes out, after the game and emphasizes the defensive mistakes. So I'm not really going to harp on them.
On the defense?
Yeah.
I don't know,
because,
dude.
I mean, bro, what did they held 2-3 at the first half? At the end of it was 6-3 at the end of the first half or something.
Yeah.
I mean that's with 2 turnovers in the first half alone.
2
picks. The only thing is, turnover margin. Like I don't know what's wrong with defense on turnovers, but other than that,
I think
there was not a whole lot of offensive positivity this past weekend.
Nah, like that's kind of like I don't mind BV. He's a defensive guy.
Yeah,
we got to hold him.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you have to have an offense that can come and support your defense.
Yeah, if you do shutouts every week, you're probably going to win every single week. How likely is it that when you're playing another team of scholarship guys that you recruited a lot of those guys to play on that team because they were good enough to play at Oklahoma too, how often is it that you're going to have a shutout every single week?
You're not
Very slim.
It's crazy to think that you're going to have a team that can hold anybody to 3. Like we're in the SEC, dude.
Yeah.
3 points, that's all we're going to hold a team to? Like you have to have somebody on the other side of the ball that is going to support what you're doing on the defense. Yes. Defense is going to give up points. Like I don't think that, 23, I feel like the game kind of ended up getting away from us a little bit, but our defense did fine. We should have supported on offense to give us a chance, not make more stops on defense. The defense did their job, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was.
There's stuff to clean up.
Frustrating. Yeah,
things to clean up. There's always things.
I'm not going to sit over here and harp on the coaches the whole time, but too many times we're getting the calls in late, and those are the big plays that happened. Guys are standing up, not even set. And, that's been the thing that people talk about forever. Are we always trying to get the perfect calls? Is there always a perfect call, And it was a big deal with Coach Mike Stoops where he would always get the call in late and we'd be standing there with our hands up like, dude, we need the call. And,
how do you fix something like that?
You just got to come and we're talking about the best D coordinator in the country. So,
right.
This is Coach BV's the one. Coach Brent Venables is the one that's calling the plays. He makes mistakes too, so he's going to call them in late every once in a while.
He's also human.
But, if anybody's going to call the right play, it's him, and he knows that. And so he's trying to wait for the formation. They get going quick, and, he wants to have the perfect play because it was working. And then they started doing that up tempo, and at that point, sometimes you just got to have a go-to play. You got to have a base, and you got to have the ability to let your players make the calls, and you got to just live and die by that call. Playmakers got to make plays. Really. Sometimes it just is what it is. And so when you see repetitively that you're not getting the calls in on time or your guys aren't getting set fast enough, you can tell them, hey, we got to get it done. It doesn't matter when I get the call in, but also, you got to have time to process and see what's in front of you. So sometimes you just need to give a guess, educated guess. Nobody knows them as well as you. You've been studying them all year. You're D coordinator for a reason, head coach for a reason.
And I guess a level of trust too, to the players.
And so athletes got to make plays sometimes. Yeah. So, but it's easier to make plays when you're set than you're standing up and trying to figure out what the play is. And now
I'd rather be in the wrong call defensively with my hand in the dirt, ready to go, than standing up, waiting for a call,
So that's really the only things. I mean, yeah, you can talk about there were some tackling things. They had a lot of rush yards that were after contact that, wrap up, make the play. I mean, there's even guys like our own dude, our Mason missed a tackle one time where it was like, man, they went for 30 after, and it was like, man, you should have had that one. And, yeah, those are reality. Those things are going to happen. But it just, to me, was not an entire defensive issue that was going on. It really wasn't. Anytime defense got momentum, even on a couple interceptions, they go out there and get stops,
right?
And we still are doing nothing.
What more could you ask for from your defense?
They missed 2 field goals. That field goal kicker that they had that committed to OU, then flipped to Texas. When he got offered more money, he went over there. I mean, we were laughing because he misses the first field goal, misses another one, and our dude hits for 55, Tate Sandell, which happy birthday, shout out to you, dog.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, it's just you're looking at this game and you're like, man, the defense actually has been put in a lot of bad situations and made a lot of good out of it. That in past teams and past years and even past games, like the offense is doing something with that savior mentality that the defense kind of had a little bit last week. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna let you get going on the offense and what you saw, but that's kind of my defensive take is, man, you can wrap up a little more. You make some. We have to get some turnovers. You have to force them. You have to it's a conscious decision. You have to be punching at the ball. Things you have to get it. We had some sacks. I mean, we had big plays. They really, in my opinion, man, they played a heck of a football game on that defensive side of the ball. They got put in some bad situations and made the most out of a lot of them and held them to 0 points, not just 3 points sometimes, but 0 points multiple times. And so kudos to them on their fight that they had. They really showed it. But, yeah, now we can go ahead and
it kind of feels like
the offensive guy talk about the offense.
No, we'll get into the offense. I think as an offensive guy, I just want to say, I'm proud of our defense. Yeah. We've come a very long way, and it's very frustrating that our offense is now not able to support what was the weakness of our defense of our team, which used to be the defense.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Venables came in and said he's going to have one of the top defenses in the country, top 5 defense, and he has that. Yeah, he really does. So it's very impressive, but
I think he just gets into
now we're flipped. It feels like.
I hate to see comments made oh, we got to wrap up more. It feels nitpicky to me because, to your point, they're doing great things.
I mean, this is the best statistical defense in points allowed and different things since the 40s. I mean, I saw something that was since 1944 or something like that. This is the least amount of points that teams have scored on a defense.
That's wild.
I mean, that's over the 85 championships, 86, all them championship teams. This defense statistically is doing better than all of them. And they played different football back then. Games were a lot faster when they were running the ball more. We were throwing, you get incomplete, clock stops. Right. And so you have more opportunities, more plays. And this defense in this modern era of high scoring is balling out. And you can say, sure, they missed a couple tackles. Sure, they weren't set every time. And still, at a certain point, when they're -2 in the turnover margin, it's still 6-3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. And that's where where the offense needs to step up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think, number one, let's just start with the elephant in the room, John Mateer. Yeah. I'll say, I want to preface first, I'm a huge John Mateer fan. Oh, yeah. And I'm still a huge John Mateer believer. Yeah. I do not think we should have ever walked a quarterback that was not 100% onto that field.
And here's why for me is, I mean, Michael Hawkins Jr. played Kent State and had a very clean game. But we're doing a lot of QB run game to get our run game going right now. Yeah. And you're putting a guy who physically has pain and physically has to, like he said, you mentioned it, has to stay warm
to keep my hand warmed up. That was what he said post game in an interview. I just had to keep my hand warmed up. You can't.
Yeah, and you got a guy sitting on the sideline, and Mike Hawkins Jr. that is perfectly fine and runs 4.4 with pads. Yeah. If we're doing QB run game, I mean, You know,
I wasn't even really like
I'm not an OC either.
past the. I haven't even got to the running game yet because everything you're saying, I agree with you. But I was talking about like just spinning the ball, throwing it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
He came out. It was fine. Like for
warm-ups, he looked great though.
Yeah, Teddy Lehman made a comment that I was thinking about for a while. He was like, man, he probably threw hundreds of warm-up balls before he even got in the game.
Yeah,
and I don't know how much that played into it, but after thinking about it for a while, like that every throw is an extra
rip on that thumb.
Yeah. And so, but anyways, like I think he looked fine initially throwing the ball, but that wasn't the same John Mateer that we saw earlier in the season. Like,
no,
the same swagger, the same like grit, the same type of play. Like it just wasn't. And I think that we need to stop. I'm a little bit jaded, but I think we need to stop putting guys out on the field that are not 100%. Period. They always go out there and don't perform up to their standard, to the standard of the team, to their own personal standard, or they just get hurt more and set themselves back even further. Like, do we want to sit John Mateer a few games and have 100% John Mateer as much as we can?
Right.
Or do we want to ride out the rest of the season with an 80% John Mateer? And I'm not even saying, I haven't talked to John Mateer,
and
is he 80%? Is he 100%? I don't know. But
I saw blood on the field, dog, or blood on his pants. It's just, I'm assuming I'm going to make
it was 17
assumption.
days post-surgery.
And it was like a 3 to 6 week recovery, right?
Supposed to be.
So, and it's like we didn't even do 21 days, dog.
Yeah.
It's just, and I respect it because, if he goes out there and balls out, we have a totally different conversation right now. Like we're sitting, that dude's a freaking gridiron.
I mean, he's a competitor. I'm not trying to take anything away from John Mateer. He's a competitor.
But you cannot convince me that 80% John is better than 100% Mike Hawkins.
I'm not trying to convince you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying for people
yeah,
in general,
no doubt. It's not the player's responsibility to take them out.
Yeah, and
like the player's going to play.
Child, like you can't, like a kid wants to go out and play, but he's sick and it's snowy outside. Are you going to just let your kid go out there? Are you going to let him go out there without a jacket? Are you going to let him? You know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying.
You got to take care of they're still kids, and they want to make the most. They want to. Of course, everybody wants to play in the OU Texas game,
right?
Like that's a reality.
Like when you really like, let's break it down, because I feel like a fan might not fully understand. Like everything that John has went through, everything that he's fought for, grinded for, sacrifices that he's made, things that he's given up, like all of it just continues to culminate to this point where now he's making a decision. Dang, do I play or do I not? I feel like I can. So I've gone through all this stuff. A player 100% of the time is going to try to play. Yeah, he's a competitor. We've already said that. Like somebody in the training room or on the staff, like whatever, should have been like, dude, you're not 100%. As much as we want you out there, as much as I know you want to be out there, you're not 100%. And that should be the standard. If you're not 100% physically, I'm not talking about bumps and bruises and scrapes and I'm sore and all that. Like it's football. You got to grind. You got to fight through some stuff. Owen Heineke, I think, is a great example. Breaks his thumb or his hand or whatever. In his situation, he'd go out there in a cast and he continued to fight. Like that's something you fight through and ball out. He's a linebacker, go make a tackle, whatever.
But if you're the one that's throwing the ball every play,
if you are handling the ball every single play and you break your freaking thumb, sit out until you're 100%. Like this is crazy. If you're having to warm your hand up every single time you come off the field and keep it warm, just so that you can function, so that you can grip the ball, you shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah. There's a portion of common sense that,
in hindsight's 2020.
In hindsight's 2020. But if you're not feeling like yourself, you gotta speak up sometimes. Yeah. Like it's just, you could be tough and all that, but like now, look, he's probably totally out of the Heisman conversation. You miss a couple games, you may not be the front runner, but now you may not even get to go to New York. Like, you're losing experiences. Like, now you got bad tape on there for NFL and all that, and it's just a situation where sometimes you got to do the selfish thing when it comes to health.
If this was Tennessee and we played Texas next week, do you think he'd have sat out Tennessee?
I think it was South Carolina in the flip. I mean, you talk about.
I'm saying, like, what if it was Tennessee, or like, what if it was Alabama? You think he still sits out?
I don't know. I think he tries to play. I truly think like
a competitor just wants to be
he's
back.
a competitor, so like I truly think he's like, man, I'm the quarterback for this team. I need to be out there playing,
and that's
which
why
I respect.
Yes, I think you can respect
agree
that.
with yourself too. Like, I don't know. When I tore the ACL the third time, I said, yeah, I'm done. Like, I could have fought back and went and tried out and done all those things. A lot of people wanted me to, but you get to a certain point sometimes where you're like, listen, dog, let me just sit down for a second and like be real with myself. Like,
because being real with yourself is putting everybody around you in a better spot.
Yeah, because there's a fine line between being a competitor and being selfish. You know, like even in the case of Mike Hawkins, like.
And you're not. I know you're not calling John Mateer selfish. I just want to make that. I just want to say that.
I'm not, because I think there's even a lot of coaching stuff that has to go in with it as well. Like, you put your kid that you talk to his mom and dad. Like, did you put him in harm's way? Like, when you saw him bleeding, you didn't take him out. Like, is that doing the best for the kid? Like, we always want to talk about. Caring about these players, and now they're getting NIL and this and that, and so like, do we just stop caring about him? Because he makes $3 million or something a year, and so he needs to be out there every game, no matter what. Whether he's like, are we starting to get to that point, or is it because, man, we just thought he was the best quarterback, and we thought that he was the best chance we had to win, even after 3 interceptions and he's bleeding? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just in my head when I'm sitting there on the sideline. And I care about John Mateer, the person, too, because I've been through injuries and I've been through the hard, and I missed games that I didn't want to miss. I missed the whole 2020 season. I mean, like, sat there and watched people play. You've missed all kinds of games.
You don't think I wanted to play in the 2018 season with Kyler? Man. Like, bro.
And so but sometimes it's like, man, you got to take care of these kids, man. They're kids. And that's where I think I'm frustrated, like, with the coaches. Like, yeah, we can talk about the time management right before the halftime. Like, that, I didn't agree with that, sure. And, I'm not the coach in the hot seat that's sitting there trying to make these decisions, Yeah. And so, but when it comes to taking care of the kids, like, that's where I kind of get passionate, because I'm like, man, that dude, like, that's your player. Like, he's going to do whatever you say. You tell him to run through the brick wall. Like, we train them to run through the brick wall.
All right. I think that's a perfect analogy. Everybody uses it, but nobody runs through brick walls.
Right.
Nobody has ever. Like, it's impossible. Like, you can't run through a brick wall. I don't care who you are. You can't do it. But these coaches will ask players to do it, and they will try. They'll give themselves 15 concussions before they're like, dang, I don't think I can break through this brick wall.
Yeah.
But to your point, like, how many times is the coach going to watch him run into a brick wall?
Right. Like, my guy is wiping blood on his pants every rep. Like, that hurts my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Shouldn't have been in there, dude.
Like, that hurts my heart. And, whether it's, I'm not, I got to go see all these people later. So, I'm not sitting here pissed off at him. I'm just sad for John,
And I think, like we said, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
And we can sit here all day and be like, oh, we should have started John.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. Things happen. I think moving forward, it's a lesson.
Yeah.
Like,
because you Texas, we talk about Texas every week just because I don't like them so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come up every week, and it's a big game. And heck yeah, man. But, man, at the end of the day, it's a game. Like, this is a kid that one day he's got to hold his baby up. Like, he gets married and has a child. Like, he needs to be able to hold his baby up. And that's where my decisions were coming. Like, man, are you going to be able to crawl around with your baby? Like, like, you've had 3 ACLs, bro. Like, how long are you going to keep doing this to yourself?
Right.
And and it's not that scenario for him. Like, we're talking about waiting one more week, and so it's like, it's not even that deep, but it's like, man, it just made me sad. Like, I'm sitting there, and
I think
I'm not in the
too.
coaching space, so I'm not in there even as aggressive, care as much about the game. But I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this, like, this is a kid, man, trying to do everything he can for these other people and sacrificing his body to a point of, like, pain, exhaustion, going and having surgeries, coming back.
I mean, imagine if he was to take a hit on that hand.
Right. Like, imagine he forgets and tries his stiff arm because that's what he's done so many times. Like, and now he's getting his thumb caught in a face mask, and the face mask rolls, and now he just reopened everything. Now we start. It's just, you got to take care of these kids, man. Like, I know we're doing it financially now, and I know and some people are going to disagree with me on that. I really don't care. Like, this is a human being.
They're still children.
They're kids, bro.
Yeah, we get them here when they're 18.
Like, yeah, they're making more money than all people listening here. I get it for sure, but like, they're still kids. Yeah. And that was the part where I was like, man, that's sad. Like, I'm looking over and dude's got blood all over him, and then instead of taking him out, we just got the blood removed from his pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put the hydrogen peroxide on, like, and you just remove it. And sure, maybe it's because it wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as it would have looked. Mm-hmm. But from my stance where I'm sitting, I'm like, man, that's sad. Like, this dude wants it so bad, and he's hurting and
I get it,
pushing through.
Thank you to our community cornerstone partners, OU Health, Fowler Auto Group, OG&E, and Coca-Cola.
We are brought to you by OU Fan Shop. The best place to gear up for game day is shop.soonersports.com.
Riverwind Casino. Always a good time.
Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today.
Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save up to 25% today.
Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway.
Sooner Kids Club. Log on to Soonersports.com/kids for information about joining the Sooner Kids Club presented by OG&E and brought to you in part by Devon Energy. I think it was as bad as it looked. Like, that wasn't the same John.
It wasn't.
And now, like, I think it begs the question, like, where now?
Yeah, where are we going now?
So,
what's
like,
happening next? Because he's playing again, it looks like,
So, like, there's still more I want to talk about in the Texas game, but I think while we're on this train of thought,
the run game,
we'll talk about the run game. I've got my opinions there.
Yeah.
But, like, does he play this week?
I mean, it sounds like it. He said that, on Monday night interviews, like, I didn't have a full week of practice. Now I'm going to have a full week of practice, and I didn't get to go through the routines of it, and now I am this week. So it sounds like, he's back out there. Which I hope he goes out there this weekend if he is the guy and goes crazy, has a 500-yard game, breaks a record or something. And everybody, next week we're sitting here and we're talking about at his response. Yeah. And look at the coach's response, and look at, then we get to shout everybody out, and great job training staff, or, you guys knew and we didn't know. And there is a part of that. Like, we don't know everything that's going on behind all
we're
those
just
doors
talking,
and decisions.
like, we're on a podcast. We get paid to just talk.
But man, I'm still worried about him. You know? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm still.
We are where we are right now. Like, we're not. Yeah. We haven't seen that game after Texas yet. Yeah, it's yet to be played. So at this point in time, like,
we're talking about the dude that threw 3 interceptions, like, had no rushing yards, and looked like and was bleeding on the sideline. Like, that's what we're gonna talk about right now.
Like, from here, I would just like to see. Like, I'm sure John's gonna play. I'm like, he's a competitor, like we've said 50 million times. On here today. I just hope that the trajectory for the thumb or whatever injury it is that he is dealing with is up. Like, I hope that he continues to feel better. He continues to look more like the John Mateer earlier this season, because I know that that's what he wants to be back at. I'm sure that's what he wishes he was at for Texas going into that game. But facts are fact. He just wasn't there. And we could sit here and argue all day. Should he have gone on? Should he have not? Like,
he did.
He did. Yeah, exactly. So, I think we let that rest for now. We'll end it with, I hope he continues to get better physically. Yeah. And then, if he can continue to get better, like with his thumb or whatever, his play will get better. Yeah. I have faith in that. Yeah. So, let's talk about this run game. Not great.
Simplified.
I'm getting
because before you go, gather your thoughts real quick, but we talked about this last week. In the last 30 games, now 31 games, the team that had more rushing yards was 28-1-1, is now 29-1-1. Texas had 100 more rushing yards than we had. We left the game with 48 or 49 rushing yards.
That's disgusting.
And so it's very important in this specific game, but every single game, bro, you got to run the ball. So that's where we're leading it into here for you.
I'm trying not to I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers, dude. But something has got to get figured out with the rotation. I don't know who's calling the shots, whether it's DeMarco, whether it's Arbuckle. Coach Beedenbow might even have his say. I don't know, but the the position of running back, it's rhythm based. You have to let a cat get comfortable. Yeah. And for the past few years, we've had this identity of just randomly pulling guys in and out, and now he's starting. We saw Xavier Robinson for the first time this year, just kind of out of nowhere. Yeah. Just popping out in Texas game. What was the reason for that? And Torrey's been the most consistent back I think we've had in the past few years, where he is clearly our starter. Then it was him and Javonte to start the year, and then all of a sudden, did we even see Javonte much?
No, Javonte didn't play.
Why?
Yeah.
You're messing up these rhythms for these guys. And I even for a guy like Torrey, I wonder what his ceiling is as a freshman. Just as a freshman, his ceiling, for his career is stupid high. Yeah. But just as a freshman, I wonder what his ceiling looks like if he's got a 2-1 rotation. 2 series on, 1 series off. You get a rhythm that way. You get comfortable with the game. You get comfortable with the defense that you're playing. You get more reps behind the starting offensive line that is in a game with you, taking those live bullets, those live reps. Rhythm. People can, disagree with me all day. I played the position at all levels. I truly believe, and I'll die on this hill, that it is a rhythm-based position. And if you don't let the guys get their rhythm started, you will never see their full potential. And they'll dip and go to Wisconsin and start killing it. They'll dip and go to Cincinnati and kill it even more. They'll dip and go to FSU and kill it. Yeah. They need a chance to get their feet wet a little.
You see some running backs like Ashton Genty last year. He had a couple games where he had 50 touches.
Yeah. And I will say, dude,
extreme.
Yeah, that is extreme. I do think you need 2 guys. Yeah. Because you don't want to run your main guy into the ground. Yeah. Ashton was maybe probably a freak. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
He's for sure a freak. Yeah. But
even when we had a Samaje, we had Joe Mixon.
They come in 2s, bro. They come in 2s.
And then who are you running back with?
Trey Sermon.
Oh yeah, T Serm. Yeah.
It was me and T Serm. Abdul Adams was in the mix too. Earlier that 2017 season.
Humble guy.
Humble. It's humble. It's humble. Yeah. After that, it was T Sermon, Kennedy Brooks. Yeah. Brooks, they come in 2s because you have to. It's an aggressive game, and you're asking more of your running backs these days. So the job is bigger or whatever. But
you got blocked too.
You do.
Yeah. Not fun for you.
Nah.
Yeah.
There was one specific play in the Texas game.
Oh, I brought it up on accident.
I think everybody. I was gonna get there. Let me get there. Let me get there.
My bad.
Rhythm was my first point.
Yeah, rhythm.
We've got to figure that out. Yeah. Let's find our 2 guys and figure that out. The only way that the 3rd guy goes in is if we are killing a team or if there's injury. There are 2 running backs that need to play. One's Torrey Blaylock. I don't really care who the other one is. Right. Honestly, at this point.
Yeah. I'd probably go with Xavier Robinson. You see a one-hand catch.
That was fire.
There's a lot of potential.
Yeah. We have but okay, that brings up another good point about rhythm. If nobody in the room is getting a rhythm, nobody's living to their full potential. So nobody's making anybody better. You know what I'm saying? Samaje and Joe were the dudes. Yeah. And they got played like they were the dudes. Yeah. And I got to see them from game 1 to game 10 and on get better and better and better and improve their game. And what that did for me as a young running back in that room was make me sharper mentally. Yeah. And so now I'm going into this next season all that I learned, I saw how it was supposed to be done. I saw how you mature through the season and how you take care of it. They're missing that because there's not one dude. Yeah. There's not 2 guys in there that are taking the load so that everybody can watch and learn and be ready. That's where the competition happens, So rhythm, that's 1. 2, I think that need to figure something out with like a scheme a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if that's what I'm trying to say.
Are we doing a lot of zone right now, or doing a lot of zone? We doing some gap scheme? I haven't seen.
I don't really know. I don't think a lot of gap.
I haven't seen many pullers.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say, dude. Because I'm frustrated, but I don't really know like what exactly it is. And maybe rhythm was just my only point, and now I'm gonna nitpick what I didn't like about this game.
Mm-hmm.
How we're playing Jade Knott, like we spent a lot of money on that dude.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the main ones that needs to figure out his rhythm, and for whatever reason, he's not figuring it out. And then he went out there and made some bad plays.
Yeah.
One play that I want to talk about in particular, because Deion Burks is starting to get a lot of flack for it, and it wasn't Deion Burks' fault.
Yeah.
The play, it was like the reverse or whatever, the sweep.
Yeah. And
where Deion Burks comes around. Jay Knott's the lead block.
Yeah. And Anthony
in
Hill, who's a great linebacker.
Great linebacker.
Plays at a horrible school, but a great linebacker.
In no way, shape, or form was that Deion Burks' fault.
Yeah.
Like at all. And I've seen a bunch of people on Twitter like try to take that stance. Stop. Yeah. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You have to have a read.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get what they're trying to say. Like if Deion just stays outside, then it'll help, lead the blocker to the man, or he had it anyways, and he could have beat him with speed. Like it's not that simple. And I wish we had a board that we could draw it up on. Before the show, I demonstrated it with Brandon, and I feel like it was perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe we can figure something else out, but I'll try my best. Like Deion Burks is coming around.
Yep.
Jaden's coming up to make the block.
Yeah. Anthony Hill.
He needs to engage.
Yeah.
Because the angle that Deion is sitting at, all he sees is an unblocked man.
Yeah.
And Jade not.
Mm-hmm.
Not in position.
Kind of feels like he's in the way more than.
Right. That at that point, like an unblocked man can do anything. So of course, Deion Burks is going to deviate from where he should go. Yeah. Because he doesn't have a read.
Because you're also taught that if there's no space, there's no room, get vertical, right?
Get vertical. Yeah. At a certain point, you want to cut your losses and get get vertical. Get north and south.
Yeah.
So
you
could argue
see an unblocked guy sitting right there.
You might think on a jet sweep, you might think, oh shoot, I need to eat yards.
Yeah.
Should he have stayed? I think he should have stretched anyways. Like it's a jet sweep. You should have stretched to the sideline. Mm-hmm. Like that's Deion's coaching point. Stretch to the sideline. But I'm not going to blame this on him because Jade Knott should have engaged that man. Yeah. If you engage that man,
now you got to read.
Deion, you have a read now. Deion will stay outside. Mm-hmm. If you engage that man and that man fights upfield like hell, that is still a read. Yeah. And you can still go underneath. And even if he fights hard enough upfield, you can even stay outside after going underneath that block. Yeah. But my point is, there needs to be a block so that there is a read, so that Deion can make an educated decision.
I mean, homie was floating.
Yeah.
He was floating.
Flying.
Like, just floating, I'm saying. Just like out there. Like, he was just floating. Like, I mean, as a defensive guy, oh, you don't want to touch me? Cool. Like, you know, like my mindset is it's me and him, and this dude just sitting here. But if he's not going to touch me, I'm not going to go get blocked myself. Like, I'm going to go make this play. Yeah. So that's
it's almost
exactly
like forget about what Jade Knott's trying to do. Like, I'm just going to watch Deion Burks and play that.
Like I hate to say it like this because we're talking about our own guys, but it's like, oh, you don't want the smoke? All right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally where my head would go as a linebacker. And then I'd get up and I'd be like, you didn't want the smoke.
Dude, this is coming from a guy that is I was not a great blocker.
Yeah, right.
There's tape out there. There's low lights out there of
me. In the way of the
you have to
guy.
Get it. Thank you, dude. You just got to get in the way. Yeah. You just got to get in the way, bro. I used to tell some of the quarterbacks I was with, like, if there's a DN coming around the edge, I'll get in the way. Yeah, it's you past that, brother. Yeah. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna sit in there and try to go head. Like, if I try to go head up with this guy, it'll be the same as if I just got in the way. He's gonna run right through me. Mm-hmm. You know, he's got 100 pounds on me. And he can run almost as fast as me. Yeah. You know, it's not gonna end well for me, but I'll get in the way. I'll do my best. Yeah. Like that's all Jaden.
It's like all the timing of it and all that.
Exactly.
But he just was sitting there, and so
Yeah.
It's
One
just
thing you
ruined
can't do
all
is
the
have
timing.
stale feet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we did a whole lot of gap stuff whenever we were running.
Yeah.
2 pullers, and sometimes
I mean, as a linebacker, I'm a believer in gap scheme because it's hard to fit right every time.
yeah. I mean, how do you, especially when we send 2 pullers,
Man.
and it's happening like that?
Yeah.
Like I used to tell the guys that were pulling, like earlier in the season or in practice, like they'll like try to be perfect and make sure that they get their guy, but that might make them slow through the hole. Like, dude, just keep going. Like blow through there at 100 miles per hour. That's all I need. It's happening, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And so I don't need you to go like find that guy and like be slow through the hole just to find the guy that you were supposed to specifically block. Like if he's slow, bro, blow past him. I'm right on your hip and go get the next guy. Cause the next guy is my guy.
Yeah.
It's the one guy that we leave unblocked. And if we're gonna blow past the first, get the second, and now I'm free.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna block. Like nobody's there to.
You know, K-State, we win the game, dog.
yeah, bro. Like that was actually a different circumstance, but
My bad. It was the Texas game when you scored long touchdown.
oh, bro,
Yeah.
that was gap scheme.
Yeah, it was gap. I
was
do
gap.
remember that one. I was
No,
like,
yeah.
pullers out there pulling.
Bro,
Yeah.
just get through the hole and like
Yeah.
just blow through there.
Yeah.
I'm right on your hip. It doesn't matter if you're perfect on the block or not. You got in the way just enough for me to get through. Because again, it's happening
Bang, bang.
just like that.
And if you miss on defense, it's like, dude's going for 15 now.
Yeah,
20,
bro.
30.
Yeah, dude.
So,
And so like I don't.
but I'm not, I'm on the defensive side saying that gap scheme has always been hardest for the defense to defend. That's what I've just always noticed back in my old heydays. And we don't run any of that right now, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I don't think
But Coach Beanbo has a lot of that
has a lot of what
gap scheme in his film
career.
and in his career. So
I don't think it's beating Bo and the O line.
yeah.
Like
Well, I mean, no line is beat up.
they're beat up, but there are they like the running backs, even though they haven't been what we all want them to be.
Yeah.
There's been enough success to say, okay, this O line is
At least
it's good enough to
moving
get the
some
job
people.
done.
Yeah.
I think that they're like, let's talk about ceilings. Like I think our O line is like we got young guys on there. The ceiling is stupid high there.
Yeah. In the
But-
future, yeah.
For what we've got right now, I think that the O line is fine. Like it's manageable.
Yeah.
It is serviceable. It'll get the job done. Like receivers are kind of like they're out of this. I'm not banking on a receiver to help me get my rushing yards up.
Yeah.
Like you can help air it out a little bit to empty the box, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to make it the quarterback's job to
Run the ball.
run the ball. All that being said, the only other position group is the running backs. Like in my opinion, it's a running back issue. Now, whether that's DeMarco, whether that's Coach Arbuckle, whether that's Beadenbow, whether they're collabing, like whatever the case is, like we just need to figure something out.
Yeah.
If it's
I
me,
don't really care whose fault it is anymore. I just want it to
First
start
thing-
getting going.
I think first thing you do is pick 2 guys,
Yeah.
and that's it. You're riding them till the brakes fall off. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
You want more touches? We better earn it this week. Who wants it? And then have
No,
a competition,
honestly, you want more
and then-
touches? Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like you have the competition throughout the
No.
week. No, you just know. You
No,
should
you
just
pick-
know by now.
Torrey Blaylock is clearly the number 1.
Yeah.
He done got to compete. We already competed.
Yeah.
Like he's
Who's
earned
been
that.
the second best? Javante?
I think Javante's got the most experience.
What
So
about Jay Knott?
Jade Knott has not proven.
No.
Like I get that there might be some mental thing behind the scenes, or there might be some, like he's just still getting the rust knocked off or what. Like that's kind of been what seems to be the story or whatever.
That's what people been saying.
I guess that's what I've been seeing. Like, he's almost there. He's almost there. He's almost ready. Like he's just getting comfortable. I can't wait. We're halfway through the season.
Yeah.
I can't keep waiting.
Texas is like all right, we got it. And then you lose Texas, urgency just goes up even further.
Exactly. Xavier Robinson, I love Xavier Robinson. But to me, like we're halfway through the season. Let's go with the experience. Torrey Blaylock and Javante Barnes. And then there's Taylor Tatum, who I think
We haven't even really seen him
we haven't
this
seen
year.
him this year. I think he's been, fighting some nagging stuff or whatever the case may be. But like those are your two guys.
Mm-hmm.
And just roll with it, dude. Like, the only way, I think I told you this before, like, the only way you see number 3 is if, God forbid, there's injury or, what was the other thing that I said?
I don't even remember, dog. It was good, though. Injury or?
I can't remember what I told you now.
Yeah.
But my point is 2 people.
Yeah.
2 backs. Yeah. Like, let them get all the burn and make it consistent.
Mm-hmm.
2 series, 1 series. Make it consistent. Torrey gets 2. He's proven the most. He's done the most. In terms of this year, like, not counting other years before, like, he's got the most experience this year.
Yeah.
Like, and then your backup guy is an experienced dude, a trusted guy who's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to make sure that he's always going to know what he's supposed to, so you're not going to have any drop off. Like, that's Javonte to me. And then you roll with those 2 guys throughout the rest of the year. Watch how good they get.
Yeah.
Watch how good they become.
Yeah.
Like, they're getting all the reps. They're seeing things. Like, they're able to evolve themselves as they get better. Like, you almost get better the more you play as a running back.
So you are, to derail this a little bit, you are opposed to just saying, forget it, let's just go air raid and throw this thing out. In Texas Tech, 2015, this thing, 2016.
We don't got that team.
We don't got that team either.
You can't just air, like, no.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Honestly.
Can't do sprint outs. Can't just throw to receivers all day long.
I mean, we could, maybe. I just don't think that's OU.
I don't think it's OU either. That's why I mentioned.
Is it not weird to you that
Texas
OU has
Tech,
turned into this quarterback U school? Like, we used to be RBU. We used to be like a dominant rushing force.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not saying that, like, I don't want OU to have like all the, like, the QB success is amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't want any more QB success. I think, yeah, we've earned the title QBU in my opinion.
I mean, we got 6 starting quarterbacks right now in the league.
Gosh dang, like how many? What else do you need to prove that?
Even our quarterbacks that were getting booed off the field are starting in the NFL.
Yeah, like, but
shout out my guy Spence.
Boy,
way to make a comeback, dog. I respect you.
I'm saying though, like, what OU has always had dominant rushers.
Yeah,
and I think we still do, but they don't have the like, they're not given the opportunity to be consistent.
Yeah, and
I think that's a huge problem for any position, especially running back.
Yeah,
like, you see it sometimes in QBs too, like the teams that try to do the 2 QB system. It's always a dumpster fire. When there's no, like, consistent rotation.
Like, New York Giants were trying to do that this year.
It's a dumpster fire.
They kept it, and it was like, bro, you want the young guy to play the young guy.
Yeah, doing that in the QB room is the same thing as having 5 or 6 running backs and playing them all.
Yeah, and then once Jackson Dart just got the start, and I mean, they just beat, who was it? The Eagles. They just beat the Eagles, the Super Bowl champs coming back and gave them their first loss of the season, and handily. So, yeah, all right, I'm done talking about that game, man. We need to move on, man. I'm tired of it. We're playing Lenore Sellers and the Fighting Beamers this weekend, man. Where are they at? Columbia, South Carolina?
Columbia.
Hopefully, okay,
it says,
I'm going to say something.
No, hold up.
It's not Columbia.
All right, it's Columbia.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Hopefully, okay, I hate to make a joke about this, but okay, so Keontae Lewis, dude's had a crazy year.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He played last weekend.
Right.
He played.
I was shocked. I was kind of shocked to see him out
he
there.
Played.
Yeah,
Homie ran into a brick wall and played. Yeah. Well, have you seen how close those bushes are in the back of the end zone? At Columbia?
No, I haven't.
Bro, everybody runs into the bushes. Like, so Keontae, please watch out for that this weekend, dog. Before we talk about anything else.
I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this, but I'm going to do it anyways. We're supposed to be getting like pads around the stadium. Has that been?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's happening.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Who's sponsoring that?
And you
can't say that. Yeah.
Nobody yet.
Oh, well, hey, look, at the University of Oklahoma where we run into walls. Or brick walls when our coaches tell us to. So speaking of running into brick walls.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that came full circle. Love those moments, man. Yeah, but
our players will literally run through a brick wall for you.
A lot of people watch our games, so great title sponsors. Okay.
But yeah, we are getting
wall sponsors here.
Padding around the brick walls.
That's pretty fast.
I mean, yeah, dude almost lost his life running.
Well, he played the week after.
I mean, yeah, he didn't. lose his life, but
it looked like
it looked bad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
it sounded bad.
He got the good, like he got the good end of the deal.
Yeah,
he played. You know, like if it was going to happen, he got the good end of the deal.
Next week, bro, that's crazy.
It could have been way worse.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, so we're playing Fighting Beamers this weekend. Shane Beamer, you know, tight end coach here. Where's he here when you were playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know Coach Beamer. He's awesome.
Big time special teams.
He's the only other SEC head coach that I like. I guess I have nothing against Josh Heupel, but I mean, I didn't play with him, so I don't really care.
He recruited me a little bit, so I don't.
Yeah. I don't have like nothing, you know, against
I honestly don't have. Do you have hate in your heart for other SEC coaches?
No.
Or just indifferent?
Except for the Sturkowitz dude from Missouri. That dude, he's just really annoying. Lane Kiffin's a little crazy. I remember when he offered me, he was like, or somebody took a picture of him, like at my high school, and he made them delete the photo. That was kind of weird. Like,
hey, you 14-year-old kid, get over here.
Yeah.
Give me your phone.
Yeah, just
delete that picture.
Sarkisian wouldn't look me in the eyes when he shook my hand, but he was at USC, so he was probably, you know, a little faded. But, you know, that's a different story. And, I don't really have anything against anybody else. But I like Coach Beamer, man. Coach Beamer's my guy. So it was good to see him last year.
I think what makes me like Coach Beamer is that he's just an authentic human being.
Authentic. Like, he's not letting any of this change him.
Right.
So cool.
Yeah.
Now, last year's game was horrible.
Yes.
We gave up 3 touchdowns by the offense.
It was one of those. It was one of those games where
7 plays.
Yeah, it was one of those games where if we had an offense, we probably could have came out with it, but we didn't. So we
crazy.
didn't.
I mean, we had like. I feel so bad. That was Mike Hawkins. He started that game.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was what? A pick 6 and a fumble.
I'm going to pull up the score. I can't remember what the score was.
It was so crazy.
35-9.
Yeah, it was a horrible start. Then I think Jackson went in and he didn't do nothing. So, yeah, we got blown out. But opportunity.
Different team this season.
What are they now? They're 4-3 or they're 1-3 in the SEC. I know that for a fact. Maybe they're 3-3 or something. I don't know how many games we played, but Lenore Sellers, quarterback.
He's cold.
He has the ability to change a game whenever he wants. So on defensive side, it'll be a good test. They got some freak athletes at receiver. They've had a rough up and down year though. They played a lot of teams real close, even in their wins, like a Virginia Tech. They played close, and they just have not played to their potential.
Yep.
So have made a lot of mistakes on special teams, which is really surprising because
of
Coach Beamer is like a special teams guru, you know.
That's the thing.
But they've given up some touchdowns and things.
South
on special
Carolina
teams.
is 1-3 in conference. You're right, and 3-3 overall.
3-3 and 1-3, and so, our first SEC away game.
Yes.
So. First away game test in the SEC. That'll be a big deal this week. How the guys respond to the loss. And, you know, it's a new place. We ain't never been to Columbia, South Carolina. And I know somebody who has is all those Clemson dudes, whether it's Coach V or, you know, they've come and, you know, that was always a hard-fought game for them when they were at Clemson. That's one of their rivals. So it'll be a different situation going there. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens this weekend.
I feel like this episode we've been
kind of mellow and down. And
it's been rough. Like I don't want people to like get it twisted. We lost. It's one game.
Yeah,
and we still have.
How many times have we lost one game and still made it to a championship?
2017, we didn't make it to the championship, but
we only made it to the national championship. That year.
2017, we lost to Iowa State
at home.
And then went next week to
one out until Georgia.
Yeah, the next game was Texas.
Yeah,
beat Texas, one out until Georgia, and went to the Rose Bowl. Like
and then in 2018 was K-State. Lost.
Yeah.
And then no, that's wrong. 2018 was Texas. We lost. That was Kyler's year, right?
It was K-State.
That was Kyler's year, I thought.
2018 was Kyler's year.
So we lost Texas, beat them in the Big 12 championship. Remember?
You're right.
And then 2019 was K-State with Jalen Hurts. 2020, I don't even remember, but I know we lost one.
48-41, K-State in 19.
Yep. Yeah, I was on these teams. 2020 was the year I didn't play, so I don't know. That was the 4 overtime we won Texas.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler, that was his year where he beat Texas. And then it must have been K-State again or something. Who was it 2020? Sorry, I'm making
2020?
Yeah, I don't know. Must have been K-State.
2020 was a weird year. That was COVID.
It was COVID year and all that, but went to the Cotton Bowl and beat the Gators.
2020, we lost to K-State.
Man, I'm good.
Iowa State.
And Iowa State. And still made it to the Big 12 championship?
West Virginia was canceled.
Wow.
And played Iowa State in the Big 12 championship.
Wow.
And won 27-21.
And then 2021, we lost Baylor, beat Texas. That was the Caleb Williams Texas game.
Yeah. I think to your what you're trying to say.
What I'm saying is you can still have a lot of success, a lot of years, and a lot of games that matter. And it's one loss. I mean, there's not a lot of teams that are undefeated left in the entire. Oregon just lost this weekend.
Yeah.
To Indiana, you know.
And it's a year where anybody can get knocked off.
Yeah, and there's 12 teams in the playoffs. So everything's still in front of us.
Right.
Reality is you just got to go win out.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. But here we go. First test, you're playing a 3-3 team that's going to be hungry. And it's an SEC home game for them. So
yeah, they're trying to prove just as much, if not more.
Yes, and they got a great quarterback, so it'll be a good test for defense. And I mean, you know, they've given up some this year on defense. So can our offense get something going? That's going to be where we're at. We got to get the run game established, and we want John Mateer to just be John Mateer. And if he can't be John Mateer, then can we get Mike Hawkins going? Like that's just that's where I'm at. That's what I think personally is, you know. That's not I think what's going on inside the building or anything. That's just Caleb's own personal, what I think.
For sure. I mean, that's what we want out of you on the double take.
I hope so.
We want Caleb's opinion.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think everything is still in front of us. I think for such a somber, is that the right word? For such a somber episode.
Yeah.
Like I don't want people to get nah.
Yeah.
We're still very much OU. We're still very good. We're a very good team.
You never know. You get in a playoff game, you end up getting to play them boys again. They're probably not in the playoffs, though, reality, because they've already lost 2 games.
I mean, you can make it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though, like, as of right now, they're not in the playoffs.
Don't think, if we went out and they also went out, don't think that somebody's going to not going to try to put us together again.
Right.
It
would be pretty cool.
It would.
And we do pretty well when we play them again.
We got to get our lick back.
Last time that happened, we got, a ring out of it. So
Hey-o. There's still, the stories, we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still so much to go.
Left.
Yes. I think it's up from here. I mean.
And some better teams. I hate to say it, but we're going to play better teams than what we just played this past week.
For sure.
Ole Miss is a better team than Texas.
Dude, their offense is burning right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Alabama's on a roll.
They kind of turned it around.
They beat Georgia at Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's some teams. Tennessee, they can get you anytime. So
and we play there.
Talk
about a test. This is our first away game in the SEC. Better take this serious because it's also not the hardest place we're going to play at.
And Kip Lewis said it after the game. I was in the locker room for the inside scoop here, but we don't have any time to waste, is what he said. Sitting here moping, complaining, we don't have time for that. Some people are calling this the gauntlet. You have the SEC gauntlet that we're about to go into. It is we're playing some damn good football teams here coming up. So it's over. Y'all still suck. And we're going to move on, and we got to go win these games.
It's 11-23 after an unfortunate OUL against Texas. But Texas still sucks.
They still suck.
Yes. So I think we can end it on that.
I think we should end it on that.
Yeah.
This has been the Double Take. That's the one and only Rodney Anderson. He was a great running back. He knows a little bit about that stuff. I'm Caleb King Kelly. And we're going to see you after this South Carolina game. Hopefully we'll get a guest on here that had a baller game.
Facts.
Boom, soda.